Wait a sec. So, you coming?
Where have you two been? I've been worried sick.
Sorry. We got a little sidetracked.
Dinner's ready, in case you're wondering.
Ah, great.
But before we sit down, I want you to make up the guest room.
Gotcha. Take a load off, okay?
Judging by those eyes, I'm guessing you're a soldier.
Ex-soldier.
I hate to ask, but would you leave tonight without any fuss, no questions? You boys made a trade, a normal life, for power. You can't have it both ways.
I'm back!
Good! Now, I hope you're hungry.
Starving, right?
I've never been so proud. The man you've become. Women must be hounding you day and night.
Not really.
You know, there's all kinds of temptations in the big city. I'd feel a lot better if I knew you'd found a good girl. One who'd make sure you didn't get into trouble.
I can take care of myself.
An older, more mature girl that could keep you on the straight and narrow, and tell you when you're being a silly goose. That's the perfect type for you, I'd say.
Don't want to overstay my welcome.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Did you have a bad dream? Don't worry, you'll feel much better in the morning, and I promise to take you straight home.
Okay. Please don't let her hear me again.
You jerk! I thought I told you not to leave your room. Now get back in there.
Okay.
You're leaving?
So, how do I get to Sector 7?
It's simple enough. Just cut through Sector 6. It isn't exactly safe, but you should be okay, seeing as you're a soldier.
Was one.
Promise me, you'll never talk to Aerith again. Please.
You got it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know. I just haven't tested it. Can you hear me? Alrighty. Hope you're having a good day.
Oh.
Well, look who it is. Talk about a coincidence.
What are you doing here?
Waiting.
Why?
Because I'm not sick of you yet.
Lead on, then.
With pleasure.
Nah, I've played this before. First time streaming it.
Cloud? Is something wrong?
I am a big
It's nothing.
fan of the Final Fantasy games. I've played them all at some point.
You can see the sky.
They're still working on the new plate. I don't like this part of Midgar. Back when they were still building Midgar, there was an accident, and the plate fell. People had only just started moving in, so there weren't a lot living there at the time, but...
And that's?
The underside of Sector 6, Wall Market. A real special place. But I'm sure you already knew that, right?
I didn't tell you? I enlisted pretty much right after I left home. Don't know much about this place, or any of the slums.
Well, it took a lot of people to build Midgar, and they all needed to blow off steam. So some traders built an entertainment district. Inns, shops, bars, the works. Folks started pouring in from all over. Business was booming, money was flowing.
Yeah, you are.
Which attracted the attention of some guys who...
Have you ever played this game?
Now there isn't any.
Right. But instead of trying to solve the problem, the government decided to just wall it in. And that's how Wall Market began. Out of sight, out of mind, as the old saying goes. For the folks in charge, there's no better way to deal with it.
So it's like a giant veil.
Yeah. Want to see what's behind it?
Not really.
That's good. Because I know a better way to get to
Nice.
heaven. One that, tragically, doesn't go through Wall Market. And it's just through
Yeah, I
this
may
tunnel
not
here.
get every single thing just
At least
because
it
some of the
was,
things ain't
back
worth
when I was a
taking the
kid.
time to get, but I pretty much know where everything is on this one. Some of the materia they put in places I rather just buy.
It's been like this, you know, ever since the plate fell.
And there's no other way?
It'll be an adventure.
No, it's not, and I can't wait to see what they do with part 2.
It's on you.
I'll show you what I can do. One more shot!
I'm waiting.
Can you take over for me?
Time to burn. Keep it together.
So it's my turn? This one's for you! That's it!
See ya.
One thing I'm hoping they do is make it open world. I really am. I know it's going to take them a long time to put everything in place in the open world, but it would be worth it if they did.
I'll protect you.
I'm pretty good at protecting myself, you know. That was close.
Need a light?
Here goes.
Steady.
Get ready. How shocking. I think we're almost done.
I don't know, look how big Final Fantasy 15's open world was. If they could do that for the PS4, they should be able to do it again on the PS4 plus the PS5 with all its upgrades. It should be well worth it. No, it wasn't. They really made it too big. But still, it was impressive what they did. There was a lot of not needed stuff in Final Fantasy 15 in that world map that they really didn't need to add. Or they could have added more towns or small villages or something in it, just to make it more appealing. You know, you got little small villages in the original Final Fantasy 7 placed here and there, but or better yet, just do what they did with Elder Scrolls. I got turned around.
What's that?
A big arm. Kinda cute, don't you think?
That is true. They really need to keep true to the original in the world map wise. I will definitely agree with you on that. I'm down with them having a world map, but I don't want it to be like Final Fantasy X or 13's where you're following just a trail and you can't explore.
I wonder if
But I would like for them to be able to explore, you know, on the world map. Like, one of my favorite things to do in the original was, you know, getting the gold chocobo and getting all those materia that, you know, was around in caves, and getting Vincent's ultimate weapon. Flying around looking for Ultima weapon to get Clouds. Yeah.
It's this way. Here's an idea. I'll hop on and you give me a ride.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I can see them doing that too.
For you to climb up after.
I just hope they do as good a job on part 2 as they did on this. The way they changed some of the original story so far, I'm beginning to wonder they're going to keep Aerith alive in part 2.
Piece of cake. Give me a sec. And here comes the ladder.
Now I can see them making the world map
Well,
kind of like Final
what did I tell
Fantasy
ya?
12's. I didn't mind Final Fantasy 12's world map too much.
You did it.
Yeah.
right, good enough. Let's keep on trucking.
Stop.
Did we wake it up? Go on!
Don't overdo it.
I'll show you what I can do. One more shot! You jittery? Too bright? Just go away!
Allow me.
That's it!
Keep it together.
So it's my turn? I think I need to lie down for a minute.
Call yourself a
Shit.
Still up for it?
It's okay, I'll be better.
I won't give up. Take it from here.
Sure, however I can help. I'm feeling pretty weak. Just taking a little break.
Well, these things are a lot tougher than I remember.
Deal with that.
I should probably heal up first. This one's for you! Can you take over for a bit?
It's on you.
I'll take care of them.
Normal. Yeah. I've played a little bit of the other one.
You jittery?
Taking over.
Yeah, it took me like
Used to be a way through here.
2 hours to beat the Scorpion boss on that one. I was like, yeah, when I get more time, I'll try and tackle that again.
I wonder if someone blocked it off because of all the monsters that kept showing up.
Pretty dangerous place for
So what do
kids
you
to play.
think? You think they're going to keep
Based in the slums,
Aerith
remember?
alive
You're tough.
in
That's
part
supposed to be
2,
a
or are they going to
compliment.
keep it to the original? Yeah, I've gotten a few of the manuscripts already. I think I got Cloud maxed out, and I think I got Barrett maxed out. And Tifa too. Yeah, I know some people are vice versa. The only thing I can see them doing is if they do keep her alive in the second part, that she ends up dying at the very end. Either way, it's gonna be sad, I believe.
Get back.
Just go away! I'm coming! Get him! You can do it!
My turn.
This one's for
Let's do
you!
it right. Take the lead.
I'll show you what I can do.
I'm waiting.
Go on!
That it?
How shocking! You're still doing okay, right? Swimming.
Let's switch it up.
I'll take care of them. Okay.
Take it over.
Yeah, I just don't know how they're going to do part 2 and changes, because they've already made so many changes here and there to this game. I just don't know. It's interesting though. I think I'm going backwards. Then gotten turned around again. No. Oh, I'm sure too. Square Enix has had a lot of ups and downs for me in some of their games and some of their decisions. But the one thing they've always managed, despite a few Final Fantasy games that wasn't up to par, and their Dragon Quest games are amazing in itself, they've always done a good job on these games, even the ones they've already remade. Yeah, that was the one thing a lot of people were worried about, is if they were going to keep to the original script or not, and luckily they did. I have to say that I'm glad that they kept to the original, just about word for word on a lot of stuff.
Looks like a dead end.
I'll protect you.
I'm pretty good at protecting myself, you know. Sure, however I can help. I'm feeling...
Need to heal up.
Stay back!
Take it from here.
I'll do what I can. Okay. You jittery?
Great.
What the? That was something. Kinda hurt.
Oh shit. They got me in a bad damn spot right there.
Get back.
I can fight too, you know. So it's my turn? Too bright? Why don't you lead the way?
After you.
I'll do what I can.
I won't give up.
I'll take care of you.
Gotta be careful.
You jittery? Stop it! This might be it. We'll make it quick.
Great.
This one's for you!
You're better than this.
I really hate those enemies.
Hey, I bet you can grab that container with the arm. Not half bad. So do you moonlight as a crane operator or something? Yeah?
Huh?
Oh no, look! Why is it always gotta be so tough? Lucky for me, you'll make this easier.
Yes, ma'am.
Well then, I'm gonna head down. Okay, Cloud! Ready!
I think one of my favorite parts of this game is the train graveyard. I love the way they did that.
Hold on a second. Gotcha. Okay, right there. Hold on while I drop the ladder. Cloud, over here. jumping's not an option, that's for sure.
Look,
Someone made a campfire.
they found a way down. So can we.
I do too. I was just really amazed with what they did with the train graveyard. It was one of my favorite places in Disc 1. Well, I guess it'd be a close tie between the graveyard and Shinra's tower. Oh yeah. I've helped out a few streamers that I watch because that's one of the places you can get one of Aerith's weapons. You gotta steal it from that one guy. And a lot of people don't know that you can steal from a soldier 3rd class in Shinra's tower in the original to get one of Cloud's strongest weapons for a very long time in the game. I think it remains the strongest up until you reach Barrett's hometown. Yeah, I know. They're always amazed, like, oh, you can? You can also get one of Barrett's strongest weapons just right outside of Midgard. The only problem is it's not a ranged weapon. I think it's the atomic scissors. You can get it from a sweeper right outside of Midgard. See, I got the original strategy guide for that game.
try to stay behind me.
That way I can cover your back.
Yeah, I do too. I hope they make it a hell of a lot better. Because that was one of my favorite places to visit in the original. If I remember correctly, that's where you had to get Cloud's final limit break was in the fight arena. You had to get 32 or 36,000 battle points.
This one's for you.
Going in. See ya. I got your number. That's it.
One more shot.
No escape. Let's do this.
One thing I hope is they leave the chocobo breeding out. I don't want to have to go through the chocobo breeding again. I hope they come up with some other way of getting the gold and black chocobos. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it, but it was just annoying. It was either breed or beat Ruby weapon. I would probably do it the first time,
okay?
Got it.
and then maybe after when I play through it the second time, well, I would have to see how hard it would be to beat Ruby Weapon. Hell, those fuckers were so hard to beat in the original. I dread to think what they're gonna be like in the next installments. Yeah, those were some good battles. I wonder if they'll keep in the little glitch they had from the original. If you press, I forget if it was either the pause button or another button, and you could pretty much stop on whatever you wanted on the roulette, on the slots.
Anybody around? Guess it's just us.
It's still warm.
Should we relight it? Have our own campfire?
I need to get back. Besides,
Probably not. It would be a dream, though. Sure, that glitch sure did make it easy to get the points you needed to get Cloud's Omu Slash. One place I'm looking forward to seeing also is Cosmo Canyon. I want to see how they do the place where Red 13's father or grandpa took him, his
Yeah,
observatory.
We were just passing through.
Oh, a likely story.
Okay, what do you want?
Nothing but our due recompense, that's all. Due recompense.
Due recompense?
No shit for brains, due recompense. It's like,
Then you got going back to Midgard
Oh, damn it, just recompense! I got it!
and Diamond Weapon and
we've
all
heard
that.
enough.
Yeah, I think out of everything I'm dreading fighting the weapons the most. Out of everything that they could possibly throw in there, that's the ones I'm definitely not looking forward to seeing.
I'll show you what I can do. This one's for you! Go on!
back in it.
okay, guys, whatever you do, don't move. Don't look. Just don't look.
Oh man, those battles were more annoying than anything else, but it was the only way to get the damn Phoenix materia. And that materia is like one of the main ones you need to try and beat Ruby Weapon with. You can beat Ruby Weapon without having the Phoenix materia and some of those other ones, but To me, Ruby Weapon in the original was harder than Emerald. Oh yeah, I really like Final Fantasy Tactics. I've played both versions and I still got my copy on the PS1. Still got my game file saved from it too when I beat it, and I've collected every single weapon there is to collect in that game. Using the Deep Dungeon glitch, of course. The one, I got it downloaded onto my PSP, and it's a hacked version, a modded version. I'm able to go in there and change my characters around, and I've added a bunch of battles, monsters and stuff to certain wild encounters. One of the wild encounters I added like 4 Marquis Elm doors to it, and there's a 5th one in there, but he can join your party after the battle's ended. I've got everything there is to get in system-wise. I even got an Atari 2600 with games and joysticks and paddles. I've kept all my systems and they still all work. I don't really do PC much. I've never been big on PC games. I probably would now that you can use a controller with most games, but I've just never been a PC fan. I like playing games on the PC. I've just never played many.
Did you have any soldier friends? Any war buddies?
No. Not really.
Oh, okay.
Huh? What just got here? Fresh just turned into a boy.
I'll take care of them. You jittery? That's it!
Yeah, I really want to get a good PC because I know you can download, you can get emulators and stuff, and
I'll show you what I can do.
play older games and.
You jittery?
Deal with that.
I'll take care of them. Huh?
I got this.
I should probably patch myself up now.
Yeah, one of my family members uses Steam Labs a lot and does stuff on PC. I got him Cyberpunk 2077 for Christmas, and he's been playing it ever since. He's got, I think, logged over 240 hours so far on that game. Probably more by now. Yeah, he's a fan of the Witcher games too. Me, I'll play just about anything. And if I don't like it, I won't play it. Like, I'll play... I like... Resident Evil.
Loud?
Yeah, I think I messed up on that. Yeah, let's see what I'm supposed to do. The one fight I hate in this game the most, and this is the puzzle I hate the most, but the one fight I hate in this game the most is the fight with the Hell House. I am not looking forward to that fight. Oh, I know, I was really happy that they kept the original music and made some original music for this game. Why did you have to go and tell me that? I didn't like fighting him on normal.
Gotcha.
Hell House was a very annoying boss. Hell, Sephiroth was easier than that Hell House boss. Other than the weapons, I can't really think of any boss that gave me a real hard time in the original game. True, true. Yeah, other than the weapons, I can't think of any bosses that was really, really hard. Well, I take it back. There was one boss, and it all depended on which version of the boss you wanted to fight. That's that boss inside the safe in Shinra's mansion. I think to get the Odin materia. And I think there was something else in there that you had to, that you got. I think somebody's level 4 limit break. That boss gave me a little bit of problems. Yeah, I think the only place you could fight the Marlboro though was in the ice up there on the mountains and in the, what was it, the battle arena. I don't think they had a, I don't remember if they had a Marlboro in the crater or not. Refresh my memory. Did they put enemy skill in this, or they skip it? Oh, I really liked them both. Of course, you know, 8, in my opinion, they could have done something different besides the junction system. I didn't care too much for the junction system, and the fact that you can pretty much get overpowered and get Squall's ultimate weapon in the almost the beginning of the whole game. I don't. If they decide to remake it, they need to come up with something else. 8 is underrated. I agree with you. 8 is very underrated because the reason is because look what it had to come after. It had to come after like the third, one of the top 10 best-selling video games of all time. And they knocked it out of the park with 9. I loved the way they did 9. 9 had the feeling of...
Thanks for the lift. I'll have that ladder down for you in a sec.
9, they did a combination between 7 and 8 in certain things. And it really came out well for them. I really enjoyed Final Fantasy X. I just wish, and I know at the time it was probably impossible just because of the limitations, but I just wish it was more open world.
That went pretty well.
Sure did.
Than what they had it.
Huh? Wait a minute.
There was a lot of potential.
Nope.
But the story was great. Didn't care too much for the
Don't
little
worry.
mini
We'll be on the
games
same page
that they
next
had
time.
in there.
What are you talking about?
I'm sorry, okay?
I hated Blitzball. Why was you let down by 10?
there, lovebird!
Get him!
You wanna pass through our territory? Then you gotta pay the toll!
So it's my turn? You've got this. I'll take care of him. Can you take over for me? We made it. Smell the fresh air?
Little fun fact about 10. 10 was the last game in Squaresoft with the Squaresoft title on it. When they've brought it back out for greatest hits, it had Square Enix on it. Well, it was probably a combination between 10 and Kingdom Hearts. Those were the last two major title games that had the Squaresoft name on it.
Looks shut. How do we open it?
More importantly, how about we take a break? Sound good?
No. I don't have time for...
Up there looks nice. Come on.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, a long time
Voice
ago,
acting
I used to
was
sell flowers
kind of
here.
weird for me in the Final
yeah?
Fantasy X game. But I would have to say they are getting a lot better. Obviously, they, you know, it was a first time for them
So,
doing
Cloud,
it, and
you were a
it
soldier
went over
first
great
class,
with a
right?
lot of people.
Yeah.
Weird.
Really? What's weird about
But
it?
some of it kind of reminded me of the
Just that you were the same rank.
Resident Evil 1
That's
voice acting skills they
The first
tried
guy
to
I
do.
ever loved.
Some cheesy lines and whatnot in it.
What's his name? I probably know him.
Are you okay?
And I will agree with you on the world map. It's like I said, in part 2 of the Final Fantasy VII Remake,
'cause
I
of the
wouldn't mind them doing a
All soldiers
world
have
map like they did with Final Fantasy 12.
Yeah, I know.
'Cause I enjoyed that world
Sorry,
map. At least it
letting
let
you
you
out.
explore
We should go.
and stuff. But if they could do it like Final Fantasy 15s and make a
forward,
complete
not
world
back.
map without backing off of any of the original world map from the original game, that would be real awesome too. I do too. They're keeping it very
won't take long.
secretive. I know that. They haven't really released much on part 2 of the remake.
Ready? Want to get to Sector 7 in style? This is the passageway for you.
I hope they improve Kate Sith in the next installment too, because I never used him when he became a party member.
So,
Go ahead.
you gonna be okay?
Yeah, my
getting
hopes
home?
are high too.
And if I said I wasn't?
I'll go with you.
Thought you needed to get back. Don't worry. I have a backup route for emergencies, and it's safer too.
Oh, I know. Believe me, I've been wanting to see that scene myself. The whole Nibelheim scenario in part 2 would be awesome.
Guess this is it then. Ready?
Yeah.
Don't forget about the Midgar Zolom either.
Cloud, you're alive. I thought we'd lost you.
What's going on?
Shh. I'll explain everything later. But now
That damn giant snake's gonna be awesome to see in the next part.
But
I'll be fine. You've seen how much ass I can kick?
It makes me wonder, with the enemy skill being a thing, are they going to keep all the original enemy skills, or are they going to add a few new ones and replace some of the crappy ones that never got used? Because
oh, no, you don't.
there was a lot of enemy
her.
skills that was pretty much useless.
she's a big girl. She can handle the likes of him. And worse.
You don't know Corneo. It doesn't matter how strong or smart you think you are. He'll find a way to turn it against you. And where is she going to meet him? A mansion filled with his goons. Come on.
I hope they were working on part 2 right before they were finishing this to make that a little quicker. Yeah, I hope they don't keep some of those useless ones. I hope they keep more of the useful ones like Big Guard and White Wind. It was very
Cloud, we gotta hurry.
It was very useful, and of course Shadow Flare was pretty decent. But as far as some Magic Hammer, it came in useful from time to time.
Hey there. Where you headed?
You gave a ride to a girl earlier. Do you have any idea where she went?
No, and if you don't need a ride, then get the hell out of here. Can't you see I'm trying to work?
Can't say I can, no.
What'd you say to me, you little...
What's all the ruckus out here? I don't know.
Yeah, I use that one a lot too.
We're looking for a girl who took one of your carriages. Can you help us find her?
Depends. What do you want with this girl of yours?
Can't wait to see what he looks like in the next one. He looked pretty good in Final Fantasy 15.
So, that's how it is, huh? Well, I get a lot of customers.
He's got to look even better for 7 because they made that snake
girl,
huge.
What's she look like?
Well... she's in great shape.
Is that really important?
Wait a minute. You talking about Tifa?
That's her.
Oh.
I always found
like
Big
someone's
Guard
got
being
me
one of
on
my
the
most
price.
useful
Hate to
enemy
break
skills
your heart,
because
kid, but it's gonna
it
be a
did
long
protect,
while
shell,
before she
and
sees the
haste
light
all
of
at the
day.
same time.
What do you mean?
And it was pretty cheap
She's
to
a
cast.
real pretty girl. Corneo's hosting another audition.
And it seemed to
Tifa
last a
was
lot
chosen as
longer
a
than
candidate
the
An audition for what?
for the title
regular
of Mrs.
materia
Corneo.
spells.
She's what he likes
of
all
those.
rolled into one sweet package. Having scouted girls for so long, I know his taste better than my own. And
Yeah, it was one of my
considering
favorite
those
ones. It helped me out a
guarantee
lot
this.
during those weapon
You won't
fights.
be walking
I
out
would
of
cast
that
it
mansion
as soon
anytime
as
soon.
I got into battle.
F it all.
So where can we
Because
find this Don Corneo?
What are you asking for? Thinking of raising holy hell or something? Do what you gotta, but leave me out of it. I told you what you want to know.
they probably could.
And there goes our best lead yet.
The one thing I haven't understood,
Maybe we'll have
I know
better
some of
luck
the
in town.
enemies
Let's
use
check it out.
magic spells in this game, but as far as I can tell, I don't think too many of their attacks uses magic, so I don't know how well Magic Hammer would work out in this, considering how much has changed from the original, from what's considered magic usage or having to use MP points for certain things until now, because a lot of stuff has changed.
No, thank you. Come on, Cloud. Let's go.
So they're either going to have to get rid of Magic Hammer altogether, or they'll have to make it do something totally different. Because if you go back from Final Fantasy X and back, yeah, Magic Hammer would be useful because enemies use the hell out of magic in those games. But moving forward from Final Fantasy 12 and up, magic points is far and in between on enemies and with what you use in the game itself.
Hey there, we're a pharmacy, but we stock other stuff too. Thanks a bunch.
Whoa, look at that glow.
I am not sure yet. You talking about for Don Corneo's little quest line thing?
I got a place you're gonna love. Warmth, relaxation, the sweet embrace of pretty ladies. Oh, that's what I need.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I would have to try to remember which quest line I did the first time I played through it.
Not if you don't make it out of here alive first.
This is my jam. It speaks to me.
Thank you. I signed with Shinya Records a while back, but I'm still looking for my first big hit. It's been 7 years now. Not easy, but you gotta do what you love. And I love to sing. This is a new song of mine. Maybe it'll be that number one.
I think he needs to find a new day job. Or a night job.
You bet. Got my orders in and everything.
Nicely done.
Kiss my ass. Not if you don't make it out of here alive first.
Yeah, right now I'm just going through, looking around, because this city was probably one of the more confusing cities to get around when I first played it.
Don't you dare quit on me. Almost there. Keep it. Getting this ring took a lot of blood, sweat.
It's time I let my hair.
Cloud, I will go wherever my research leads me, but the success of my endeavors rests entirely upon you. Your assistance would be much appreciated.
That is a materia I have never used and don't really care to use it, to be honest.
Cloud, I have come up with the most fascinating theory. Perhaps you can lend me your assistance in gathering data to test it? Cloud, I've registered a new summons battle intel request. Please, take a look. I need you to defeat the summon entity so I can complete the materia.
10 gil an hour. No fool.
I have to tell you that I'm grateful for all of your help thus far. I've done it. I've developed a new materia.
Yeah, this is my playthrough for the stream. I've already played it once, and I don't remember which mission I did. It may have been for the madam. I don't remember right offhand. But I know.
Then I invite you to ready your portable battle simulator.
I'm just not sure which one I want to fully go with yet. I'll probably make that decision on the next stream I do.
Too bad. Don't overdo it.
I'll show you what I can do. One more shot! How shocking! Go on! Ha! This one's for you!
Let's do this.
Yeah. I think on hard mode, that's the only way you can get the
Keep it together.
I'll take care of it.
Bahamut. Or the Bahamut, summon materia.
That's it!
Yeah.
This one's for you!
Yeah, Bahamut is not exactly an easy.
So long.
Oh shit, that's Tongueberry.
Deal with that.
Here goes! One more shot! You willing to step up for us?
I just noticed he had a damn Tongueberry on the field with me. I hate those bastards.
Stay strong, okay? Go on! Ha! This one's for you!
Tongueberries are hard in any game that they're in.
One more shot! This one's for you! Go on!
Get ready.
One more shot!
I'll take care of them. Moving on then.
Final
Truly
Fantasy
amazing work,
15,
Cloud.
and
This
they
is
look like they were
incontrovertible
damn
proof that the
Yoda
universe
hopping
has a sense
around
of
all
humor.
over the place.
Now that you have a fun new partner in Fat Chocobo, you can work together to squash
Thank you,
Shinra
thank
like
you.
a bug.
The Fat Chocobo summon materia is not one I use too often. I just
Battle intel submissions.
basically have it equipped just to have it equipped to somebody.
I'm in for some good old count time.
I can't believe I bought the same disc twice.
Excuse me, sir. If you like, you can have it.
I just need to wait here a little longer. She ought to be out soon. I know she's not supposed to see any.
Yeah, getting a lot of stuff in this game can be really challenging if you're not. See, what most people that I've seen stream and play, they don't really swap back and forth between their characters, and it makes the game a lot more difficult if you don't do that. Because from what I've seen, the enemy likes to target whoever you're controlling, so eventually they're going to come after you.
You totally get where I'm coming from, right?
And right when they come after you, you swap, and that gives you a few minutes with the character that you swap to put in some real hurt on the enemy, get in a few spells, maybe heal a character or two, and then you can swap again.
Huh? Got a question for me?
Seen Tifa around?
Tifa? My love? My light? Who
A
are
lot
you
of
and
people
how do you
just
know
don't see it that way.
No, shut up. I don't care. Tifa's here? Why? Tell me why. Oh God, no. I did this to her, didn't I? She came looking for me to beg me not to leave her. Snap out of it, Johnny. Your Tifa needs you. Tifa, I'm coming, baby.
Who was that?
Nobody you want or need to know.
I kinda wish we didn't know him.
You sure about this? Come on. Give it to me, please. I'm begging you, miss.
Get away from me before I scream.
That scent. I can't stand it. That candy that comes with the summoning materia ice cream. You have Alexander, don't you? You have to give it to me.
That guy over there, he doing all right, you think?
He's fine, just drunk.
Like the rest of them. Am I right?
You say so.
Excuse me. I was wondering, do you do deliveries? Nothing to support my There's nothing more fun than scouring the racks for the perfect piece.
Hey there.
Are you looking for anything in particular today?
No, I'll be looking for something later.
Can't have just one. The more you eat, the better they get.
Welcome to Wall Market's premier weapon shop.
There's what I need right there.
Do come again.
That old dude in the vacant lot next to the inn? That's the owner's brother?
Yeah. He's bad blood.
I feel so alive watching this. Done right just like Resident Evil.
Maybe this is the way I should stay like
Hey, I'm talking to you. I said they're good. Try one.
How about their rate?
Pretty rowdy place, isn't it?
Go check out the materia shop, and then I'm probably going to call it.
See the sign out front? All I got is materia. Thanks, buddy.
We're gonna go back to Chad. Make sure I got everything I want to do done. Alright, I'm gonna call it here.